So he says to the guy, you know, it's like, you know, if you're gonna go in there, you know what you're getting into. And so, good friend of mine. You know, but Sharon's like, she's a real apple, you know, real peach. She's just, you know how, like, do you have one of those friends, you know, where you're like hanging around or whatever, and your friend is kind of like there, and you're like, I continue to recognize you. So, yeah, anyway, awesome girl though, real cool girl. I wrote a series of songs here. This is for Zach. Originally wrote it in contempt, and then I retracted that, reversed the emotion, and just kind of felt a little bit more loving, and then came at the material. It sounds exactly the same, but there's a very small nuance. If you listen to page 56, if you follow me. Any big fans of Scooby-Doo? Like G-School, like I don't know, Ghost. Coin. Stupid monsters. All right. Here we go.
Down the path of death, he'll go down the path of death to see fear red inside. He go out and buy a pet. He go out and buy a pet. He wants furry in his life.
This is a new song that I wrote. This is the perfect place to have a comedy show. If any of you guys have ever been to the UCB in New York, right? What's great about what this place has done, UCB in New York has two very large pillars that get in the way of people, so they have to compensate by placing monitors, you know, just to kind of like fit it in. And here what they decided to do, and I remember when they were talking about this, they were like, well, we have enough support systems so that we don't actually have to have any pillars at all, but we do like that UCB vibe. But let's make them thinner. So they made a system of thinner pillars to give you that, what's going on? I can't, what? Oh, do you see that? Almost.
Oh, shit.
It's a huge difference, you'll notice. Right away. Okay, anyway, so here's that song that I was not telling you about. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
I want stuff and want it now, but don't have stuff to because of frown. This is just a sad clown sitting on the street. I'll be looking right, I'm seeing
cause it ain't no thing. And when you don't got this, then you don't have what. And if the motherfuckers coming at you, you can't have fun. Because this one down to bring on the plan, the plan, the reason why wir planen, du bist und drei und wie gar nicht viel. Was der Fleisch steht, Brück ist und die ganze Füße und die gute Frühstück, Fleisch und Kuchen, Neichende, Wach, und Kuchen, Doch, Kuchen, Frau, der Verbrücker, du wirst machen die Dörfer. Sie machen und sie rufen an den Krebs und den Fürsten und das Strudel. Wir sind der Kameradsturm, wir sind der Karneval, Nuggin, Armtor, und Nuggin in den Stickelbar, Easy down, go dance bar, kick the blood in the sugar, alles ist zum Jeder. A comedic actor in the lead, which automatically dispels the idea of a character being tough or being capable of accomplishing anything. Number one rule to fantasy movies and comic book movies and science fiction movies: try as much as you can, unless it makes absolute sense. Try as much as you can to cast people that no one knows. See, because when you do that, then you actually believe the world, because you're rediscovering the character through a newness that isn't tainted by people squeezing things or doing crazy, like, motorcycle stunts and or just being in weird romantic comedies constantly. That is generally a good rule of thumb if you're listening. Okay, I'd like to do, and thanks a lot everybody for coming down. I know, I've known Kumail for quite some time. We grew up in Karachi. I grew up there for 2 months at one point. I was 12 years old, and he really helped me. In fact, I remember an instance where he came up to me and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "What?" So, yeah, it's really good. It's good to be there. It really is good to be there.
Oh, shit.
He has a permanent girlfriend now, apparently. Just another permanent girlfriend. I'm going to get a permanent girlfriend too. Okay, anyways, this song. Thanks a lot for just being here, you know what I mean? I know there's only like around 50 of us here, but you know, the thing is, like, it's the spirit that counts. 1, 2, 3, Alright, anyways, here we go. My name is Rubik. Okay, here we go.